Because you do need to keep at least one alive for this chapter. So I'm not sure. Okay, we need to find some sprites for dead people. Okay, so who all died? First it was Raven. I think. I know I say this every time, but if I was a smart man, I would just download all the character images so I wouldn't have to go pull them from the internet every time someone dies before I started playing. But as you can probably tell by the fact that a million characters are dead, I am not a smart man. And Lucius, who we couldn't. I guess Lucius technically isn't dead, but for our purposes, he is. So. Oh, sorry. God damn it. Oh god, this like Cura sprite actually looks kind of creepy, but we'll use that one. And then Florina. I like this much better. Holy crap, there's a lot of images of Florina. Okay, that one looks creepy. This one looks less creepy. We'll use this one. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here real quick. Alright, we're gonna have to either move these guys or make them smaller. I guess I'm doing both. Alright, I don't know how that looks. Probably not great, but guys, doesn't that image look weird? Look at this. Look at this. That's weird, man. I don't know. She's got like a weird mouth. She looks like, or sorry, he looks like he has like plastic surgery or something, and he can't like close his mouth, or you know what I'm saying? I guess I shouldn't be image shaming Lucius. I apologize, but it is weird. So this was justified. All right, one more. Raven. No special picture for him. I don't know if he's in Heroes or not, but I didn't see anything special. So. Actually, let me check something. Hmm. All right, never mind. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to like um keep the audio playing when you. I just threw my keyboard. Because I have it so that it's like it still plays when I go to my other monitor and stuff, but I don't know how to keep the audio playing. That's okay. Okay, we don't need Matthew. We don't need. I guess Priscilla's better than Sarah, and then I guess that's it. I'll bring Ellawood and Lynn. We'll see if we can get them some experience. And I guess I'll bring Oswin. I could bring Sane instead of Oswin. Yeah, that might be okay. Get him. I kind of need stronger units. I guess I still have Hector. That's probably fine. Running out of Wolfbeal hits. That's unfortunate. I mean, he's running out of everything. We will have a convoy with us, obviously, so it's not that important to like have all the stuff. But all right, let's run it. So this chapter is interesting. You can do this chapter a couple of different ways. Basically, the safest way is to not deal with any of these super strong pirates with really strong weapons. At least until the end. Albert and the Sword Slayer. We're also going to recruit Canas. So Canas is pretty nice, and honestly at this rate I may use him. He's a decent level shaman with okay bases, and I think his growths are fine too. I want someone that actually uses magic. I may wind up having to train him, to be completely honest. So the basically the pirates that aren't in the middle there are not, they're like reasonable pirates that aren't very hard to kill. It's the pirates in the like center that are really insane. Okay, are you the sword slayer guy? Yeah, how much can you kill me? Holy shit, yeah, let's not do that. Be safe and do that. Okay, let's turn on Canas's animation before I forget, and then... I also almost never trained Canas. I'll be completely honest, I think shamans are really cool, and I think druids are really cool, but I hate how slow the flux animation is, and I hate watching it. There, I said it. Dude, the amount of these like low percentages that have hit, it's crazy. Let's just be safe. Oh, yeah, and there's this like annoying paladin boss with really interesting stats actually. Good lord, this guy's 37 health. Or 36, I don't know why I said 37. Nice. Apparently I'm also blind. Okay, so... Sure? Unfortunate. Okay, let's do this. Let's kill him. Now I double. Oh, so this boss has... Yeah, he has like a lot of defense, but also just a lot of resistance. It's kind of weird. Yeah, we'll do that, and then... I'm gonna do that. I don't really think Satan can fight the boss, but I'd rather have him go over there. Probably wind up fighting with Marcus or something. Scream if you must. Really? Actually, the like shade of like purplish pink that the boss is kind of cool. $40. I'm surprised it's that high. And I don't double? What? Lynn? What are we doing? How fast is this pirate? Not that fast. I'm just really slow. 3 damage, huh? I mean, honestly, I'm not that far away from killing him. Tyrannodide and Raven and Lucius. Okay, yeah, so... so last chapter was kind of weird. Can you actually hit? That'd be dope. So, I recruited Raven, and he had fought one of my guys, so he was... Actually, I should give this a Canas. and so he was missing some health. So I walked up to a fighter who he one-rounded, but the fighter had like a 22% chance of killing him. And because I'm an idiot, I thought this will be funny if it hits, but it probably won't. So the fighter killed Raven. The 22% hit. So you can't recruit Lucius without Raven. And then hold on, let me take and drop, and then we'll what do you have? Okay, let's just do this. And then Florina died because because there was like a mage, and I don't know, I thought her resistance was better. I didn't check the mage, and the mage just one-rounded her. So that was also me being stupid. So really I'm just stupid is what I'm trying to get at. Technically Lucius isn't dead, we just couldn't recruit him, but the Raven thing was my fault. It was pretty funny. Just didn't think a 22% could hit, you know? But that's okay because none of our lords died, and that's what matters. I mean, weirdly, Lyn actually needs speed, but getting defense is actually kind of nice. Six slots. Yeah, no, I don't like this chapter either. This is definitely like, this is the first chapter where you're kind of like, oh my god, I can bring like a nobody. This sucks. Yeah, for sure. Where's Priscilla? Okay. But yeah, Canas is nice. And I guess Canas is the only thing you get, but there's also like some houses and stuff. You get some various items. We're on the training the Lords plan now. Which so far is not great, but also not terrible, so. And Canas, because we've lost our mage and our monk, so now we have to train our druid. So now we must train the druid. Which is fine. Like I said, I don't train Canas that much, and I actually like him quite a bit, so it'll be nice to train him. Anderson learns enough to get that version of Forfang. Yeah, it's a pain. I do it very rarely. Because I just don't think I mean, the lords are just crappy too, other than like Hector. But and the thing is, the payoff just like isn't really that high. Like you do get a better character. Geese is better than Wallace, which is the character you get in the other version of Forfanged, but it's not really worth it. And I guess the chapter's a bit easier because it's more straightforward, I would say. But you have to deal with the fog of war. But for the most part, it's yeah, not really worth it, I would say. Plus, I mean, you have to get them to level 50, I think, which means you have to like basically cap 2 of them and then get one to level 10, and that's a lot. Like, especially with the deployment slots of this game, like that means you really have to train them like quite a bit. Oh my, that 19% just hit, and we're living in like topsy-turvy land. What in the world? What does this guy have? An Iron Lance? Okay. That's, I mean, honestly, this Elowood is kind of amazing. Like, seriously, 10, 11, 10 defense. Obviously, I wish he had any resistance, but... Oh my, well, I have to retreat, because, I mean... if I'm alerts to be incredibly useful in the last chapter, because their legendary weapons actually dealt decent damage. He's just, I was gonna say word to me. What? How strong were your lords? I mean, it depends. Like, I mean, the legendary weapons are pretty strong, but I don't know. Usually the lords for me can't do anything, but that's because I don't really train them that much. Like, did you have them like reasonable? I mean, a lot of times my lords aren't even promoted at that point, so my Hector can usually do good damage, but that's usually because he's trained. But I mean, don't get me wrong, Elowood. I think Hector's good, and Elowood and level them up. You did level them up quite well. Yeah, so I do think that they all can be strong units, and those final like legendary weapons are quite powerful for sure. And that final chapter too, I will agree. I know you also mentioned that you're saying and Osmond weren't doing particularly good. That people had a hard time landing hits. Yeah, that's definitely sort of a unique chapter in the game because the enemies are so strong. And like even right before that, the enemies in this game don't really get that strong. So yeah, they can be quite good for sure, the lords. It's just the problem with the lords is that Lyn and Elowood are like both sword locked, at least until they promote, which is quite bad, and then they're so frail when you first get them. Athos had to carry, dude. Athos, my end games are always Athos just carry. That's one of the things about 7 as well, is that a lot of times your units don't wind up being that strong, just because like you use a lot of pre-promotes and you don't have that many levels to gain them and stuff like that. And so Athos, yeah, Athos for sure carries the late game for me like every single time. No, come back here. He can take one more hit. Yeah, Athos is amazing. Athos is on hard mode. Athos is basically the only unit that can ever deal anything to the final dragon for me. But no, I mean, I will admit I have not used the lords extensively enough to really know how strong they can get in the finale there. I know Hector is usually pretty useful because I train him quite a bit, but no, I'm not surprised by that, honestly. It's just one of those like investment things. And also, like, the really good characters in this game are like basically just the Cavs and the Flyers and stuff because again, because of deployment slots and because of mobility. And unfortunately the Lords just aren't those units. But Oh yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to do that last chapter, and especially how you're supposed to do. Well, so this isn't really the same because they're not really useful. But what the way that I approach that final chapter is what I'll do is I'll put Yuhai to sleep on turn one with Athos, and then I'll have all the lords basically circle around him and just beat the crap out of him. And I won't really call them useful, but usually they do wind up killing Yuhai, so that's kind of useful. Yeah, that final chapter, especially with like Linus and Lloyd, those dudes are tough. Lloyd is so fast. Yeah, Lloyd. All right, how do I want to do this? This last part's always really annoying because you have to like get to the end here. Hello, hi Matt. What's up? Lloyd scares me at the end. Yeah, that's usually why I do that with Yuhai. Just so I don't have to deal with him immediately. Because if you do that with Yuhai, you can basically move everyone to the northwest immediately and handle that, and then if you know what's coming, you can kind of handle them as they come. But no, for like Linus and Lloyd, I mean Linus a little less so, but Lloyd is like impossible to kill. It's ridiculous. And the whoop around Yuhai with Thrill, yeah, it's really useful for sure. Because Yuhai is a pain. You know what's annoying? And this is just me venting because I still hate this, but the so like I said, basically the only way to beat the final boss, at least in a lot of scenarios, is to use Athos, and I'm good, man. I'm good. Um, and what was I saying? Oh, so the dragon can get a couple of different attacks depending on like RNG. Normally he has, I think, 39 attack, which means he can deal 39 damage, and Athos has capped 40 health. But sometimes, I don't know what the percentage is, because I've only seen it once, but sometimes he has 40 attack, which means that Athos gets one shot, and there's nothing you can do. And I had that happen on, I think it was the first Iron Man I ever got to the end. I had that happen, and I just couldn't do anything. It was so frustrating. Oh, I hope one of the pirates doesn't have a hand axe. Every time I get to the end of the game, I always like get nervous that the dragon's gonna roll 40 again, and I'm not gonna be able to do anything. I've only seen it once. I've never seen it again. So again, I don't know what the percentage is, but it was not that fun that one time. I think I rolled 39 damage. Yeah, I think it's really consistently 39 because I've done a bunch of runs now, and I've never seen it be 40 again. I don't know. Maybe it was a glitch even. I don't know, but I like always get nervous because again, like so many of my runs, there's nothing I can do if those just gets one shot. Like there's just nothing. Ooh, dope crit. That's a good level up. That's actually one of the reasons that I tend to find Fire Emblem 7 kind of frustrating to run is because between that and Jafar AI on the Zephyl chapter, like it's fairly easy to get RNG'd out of this game, which can be kind of annoying. I don't think I get one shot by the Devil's Axe. No. That's why, honestly, whenever I'm talking to somebody about like doing Iron Mans potentially, I always kind of say like, at least if you're doing Fire Emblem 7, like, it's kind of up to you how you want to do it. Like if you play the Jafar chapter and Jafar like immediately takes a bunch of hits and retreats, and then Zephyl gets killed on like turn 3, like, which can happen. Like, if you don't want to restart your whole Iron Man, like, I don't know, it's up to you. I'm kind of okay with that. Damn, this is a good Elowood. I'm here for this Elowood. Oh shit. Well, he didn't crit, so I guess I can't complain, but he did hit me. Alright, let's just get the last couple of houses and then we can get out of here. Sorry, I killed all your pirates, but for some reason there's this house down here in this chapter that there's just nothing in and you can keep visiting over and over again. I never really understood what the point of that house was, but it is there. Okay, let's buy... I can't buy Flux here, unfortunately. I think you can on the next chapter. I'm gonna buy some more of those. We did it! And I'm sure that works. Only a handful of the attempts. Jafar goes toward... Sorry, I can't talk. Does Jafar goes... Oh my god. Does Jafar go toward Zephyl? Yeah, no. Well, that's... So... Obviously, you never have, like, infinite time on that chapter. It's very rare that, like, something really screws you over. Basically, every once in a while, Zephyl will get hurt and run so far the wrong way that a whole bunch of people will go towards Zephyl. I've only had that happen a few times, but it does happen sometimes. There's nothing you can do about it. But usually he won't go, like, toward the throne room. He'll just kind of stay out in the other area. Do I think it is under deaths? Are you thinking of Florina? Because that answer would be yes. Alright, this chapter is a pain in the butt. This is actually one of the ones as well when I was first learning this game that, like, I really struggled with. Because you can only bring 8 units, there are a lot of enemies. I think I'd rather have Canas than Sane here. Zephyl's on the pillar. Choose to move off to heal. Oh my god, dude. I hate that. No, I agree. I hate that so much. That everyone's AI in that chapter is awful. They're all idiots. It is super frustrating. Even Nino, like, there are times where Nino will randomly run out into the hallway or like the little passageway to heal and just like be in Ursula's range and die for free. Like, that happens some percentage of the time, and it's annoying every time. Like, yeah. No, that chapter, you know what, I kind of want to bring 2 healers. Usually I tend to find the 2 healers are really useful here. I'm gonna not bring Lynn, even though I do want to train her. Because with the Pegasus Knights, it's really easy for your healers to get hit, and it's really nice to have another one. So. No, yeah, the Zephyl AI is ridiculous. The Jafar AI is ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. There's an odd the stupidity. Yeah, I just and that's why it always makes me nervous, and that's part of the fun of Iron Manning. But like, that's where it really makes me nervous because it's like, all right, what stupid thing am I gonna witness this time that's gonna completely ruin, you know? And ultimately, with that chapter, as long as Zephyl doesn't die, it doesn't really matter, because obviously recruiting Nino doesn't really matter, and Jafar is not that good, and then getting to the Gaiden chapter, there's not really much there other than, again, recruiting them. So ultimately, it's not like that big a deal as long as Zephyl doesn't die. It's just that a lot of times when Jafar does stupid shit, it results in Zephyl dying, and that's where it's really frustrating. God, Hector is so bulky. Chapter also has all these shamans that can be really annoying to deal with. Okay, there's also an Elysian Whip over here that we want to get. So that's why I brought Matthew. And also the boss has a guiding ring that we can maybe steal. The guiding ring to me is always really iffy. I try to do it every time, but I'm not always able to do it. Because it is really sketchy to try to get over there. Because there are a lot of enemies on this chapter, and you just don't get to bring that many units, so... And on that chapter too, I feel like they're almost trolling you because they put all these fighters in the chapter, but they all have sword reavers. So it's seriously, the first turn with Jafar, depending on how many of the sword reaver fighters hit him, is so crucial to how that chapter goes. And the thing is too, that chapter, it's not just about the AI because you're only capable of doing so much, and that's actually one of the reasons that I think training mounted units, now it's always great, you want to be training mounted units because they're always pretty much the best class, but it's super important in this game because there are times where you just simply won't have the mobility to get down there fast enough, and the way to make that chapter slightly easier is to have that mobility. If your team is Guy, Oswin, some random sages, Hector, you might just not have the mobility to get there fast enough, even if you get decent AI. Holy crap, Hector, please don't die. Okay, give me the whip for starters. Let's kill this guy. Okay, let's hit him from here. Please hit. Thank you. Do you have a vulnerary? Okay, good, he does. Let's do this. Hopefully we're okay. That Nosferatu Shaman I really wish would have died last turn. That is scary. The bitch in the chapter is literally can I improve your ability? Exactly. That's what I mean. It's so annoying. You can't even boot stuff, yeah. Your mobility is literally just how it is, and that's all there is to it. There's no warp in this game either, so you can't like pent warp somebody into the throne room to like there is, and that's why it's so annoying. Honestly, there is no strategy. Matt, what are you? Matt, I'm not sure what you're doing, but I hope you're having fun. Um, but yeah, no, there's no strategy. There's no way to like increase your mobility. All you can do is try to go as fast as you can, and that's one of the things because like you generally speaking, I would say you don't need the strongest units in the game, but for that chapter, like you just have to. Like, there's no other approach. And then you have like Ursula bolting in the Fog of War and stuff like that, and it's just yeah, it adds up. Damn, Oswin, you go. That might honestly be my least favorite chapter in like any Fire Emblem game. Just like hate how much RNG there is, and it's like a boring chapter too because again there is only so much you can do. Like, oh no, oh I'm an idiot. I thought only the range would be able to get to her. Oh man, I suck. Damn. Well, that's a bummer. I forgot the Pegasus Knights were there. I thought only the Archer would be able to get to her. Okay, we're down to one healer. That's not good, but it's also not terrible. As long as we have one healer, we're okay. And we can promote Kanas if really need be. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but you never know. With the way I'm playing, you never know. Have you ever tried the Access Inventory Warp? The Access Inventory Warp 5-head move. I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to. I'm gonna say no. The Access Inventory Warp. Is there like some like thing you can do to like make you move faster or further? Alright, get these two Pegasus Knights out of here. Damn, losing Priscilla sucks. I would have much rather Sarah died. No offense to Sarah, but can I could do this. And then is that even like good though? What's the point of that? It's probably fine. More people get to attack him too, which is nice. Okay, that's the only Pegasus Knight, right? Okay. So let's heal Ellawood. And then we're just gonna surround Sarah, and that should be okay. That's really dangerous, because then he can get it. Yeah, let's not do that. We got a longsword. Okay, at least all these Myrmidons are dying. That is good. Ooh. Nice. Solid level up. A classic. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. I know I've been making fun of Pegasus Knights, but the Steel Lance Pegasus Knights in this chapter can hit really hard. To play Merlin is somebody with no space opens the warp chest. So it's not with Merlin is. What do you say behind? Wait, so to play Merlin is someone with no space opens the warp chest. Warp stuff's now with Merlin is. Oh, interesting. So basically, I mean, you'd still have to get to the warp chest, but you could just get to the warp chest and then. Ah, that's. You would have to like leave two people behind. That is an interesting strategy. Yeah, no, I've never heard of that before. That's kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to try that. That's pretty cool. I just kind of feel like. I guess you wouldn't even. I don't remember which side warp is on, but you wouldn't even need to go down the other side, right? You could just send like leave two people behind and then send the other two down that side, get warp, and then warp to the throne room. It's interesting. That's an interesting strategy for sure. I almost feel like I I almost feel like the only that is really cool. Don't get me wrong. I feel like the only problem with that, or the only like thing that I'll say about that, is that if you get some, I guess it would mean that you wouldn't have to do it on both sides. But if you get somebody that close to the throne room anyways, you may as well just go in the throne room yourself and protect him. But yeah, I don't know. That is interesting. It's on the right. Okay. That way you wouldn't have to go down like the Jafar side and stuff. Hmm. That also might be a strat that's really nice if you have, as we talked about, a slower team, because you might not be able to have a strong enough team to like go down both sides and fast enough and everything. Okay, I know this will put me in range, but I want to heal Marcus. I'm gonna chuck some javelins at this guy. I don't know why I want that guiding ring, because we have like nobody that can promote because everyone's dead, but I want it, and I'm gonna get it. Uh, here's like 7 health left. Let's just do this. So can you, yeah, okay. Let's just do this. I want you to attack. And then, I guess you can do some shopping. Do I want anything at the armory? Sure, let's buy some more javelins. You can never have too many javelins, that's for sure. And hand axes, although I have a bunch of those right now, and iron swords. Actually, iron swords are really nice because I have like a bunch of sword users right now. So. Nice. Okay, so we want. Oh boy, it's a lot of damage. So we want Marcus to eliminate all these shamans. Basically, as I said, the last thing that we can potentially get from this chapter. Well, other than I also want to buy some more fluxes for Kanas from the other shop, but the biggest thing we want to do, if we can, is steal the guiding ring off the boss, and then should be good to go. If it's possible. The thing about this chapter is it's a lot about timing, because shamans will spawn, but also those Pegasus Knights that keep coming will keep spawning. And there's going to be another ship from the south that will board our ship, so... It's important with how frail Matthew is to kind of time everything correctly so you can get the guiding ring, but then still get out of there. I see there's more Pegasus Knights. We'll probably have to wait until this wave is through before we can actually get it. Okay. So do this here. Stop that Myrmidon. And then I want to kill this Pegasus Knight. That'll kill him. Whack this guy. Kanas, you can do whatever you want. Actually, Kanas, well, we can do it on the last turn, but Kanas should do the shopping. Grab the fluxes that I want. Technically, you can wait to do any shopping until you get the silver card much later, but while money is kind of tight in this game, it's not that bad. It's not like Fire Emblem 6 where you like want a shit ton of money because there's some really great stuff you can buy in the end. And once you get the silver card, everything is pretty cheap, so... Nice. Okay. So let's chuck some javelins at this guy. If you ever like wondered why the javelin is so good, this chapter should be a great indication. Like I've killed so many enemies on enemy phase because of the javelin of Marcus. Oh, nice. Can always use HP, but that's a good level up. Let's back up. Alright, let's do the shopping now. Just spend all the rest. Just get... Oh, only 2. That's fine. That should be plenty. Oh, actually a good crit! He keeps critting when it's pointless, but that was useful. Let's get Matthew the rest of the way there. Just in case he needs to take a hit. Magic's good. Oh, what's your staff rank? B, okay. There's too many damn wyverns don't want you buying boots. Yeah, so in FE6, actually, so I think there's 2 things that you can buy in FE6. other than just like killer lances and shit, that are really useful. And I actually don't usually buy the boots because I actually don't think that the boots are that useful. Like, I think that they're really cool, and the fact that you can give it units like 50 move is funny. But I think actually what's much more useful is if you on the other secret shop, which is the one right after you get the membership card in is it no, I think that's right after you get the silver card, you can steal it off from Narshan. There's a secret shop there, and that secret shop sells seraph robes, which you can buy like a million of. So what I like to do, if you want to if you want to kind of cheese FE6, is basically just buy as many seraph robes as you can get your hands on, which, trust me, is a lot. And then just have like every single one of your units have like 40 or 50 health or whatever, and some be capped. Like, that's what I like to do. But I know that the boots thing is also really funny, to just have everyone have like 20 movement or whatever. You can have like Lou or Lilina or anybody have like a capped health. It's pretty dope. And what you can also do if you do the Seraph Robe thing is you can buy a bunch for Roy, and then you can have Roy with like 40 or 50 health, which basically just means that you don't have to worry about him very much. And well, the other reason too is exactly what you mentioned, which is that trying to get to that stupid boots shop. Oh my god, it's so annoying. I like to do that chapter like, because the thing is, you have to do that chapter pretty fast if you're going to the Gaiden chapter and you want to 100% it. So I like to do that chapter pretty fast, and it tends to be really annoying if you have to wait around and try to get the boots. So I just usually don't bother with that secret shop. But you can also just buy like 1,000 killer lances and be pretty well set up there. So yeah, money's kind of interesting in Fire Emblem. Like in this game, and I think in 6, it's really important to accrue money. But like in 8, there's not much of a reason. I know in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, it's pretty hard up for cash most of the time. But those games have like forging and stuff, so it's a little different. We're gonna have Marcus kill the Pegasus Knight and that Shaman, and then the thing is, and this is part of why this chapter is kind of tricky to get the guiding ring off of the boss, is you really don't want to fight the boss with Marcus because the boss has Luna, and Luna in this game is horribly busted. It's got really good hit, and it negates your resistance, so it just deals a shit ton of damage, and it has a bunch of crit, which means the boss has like I think 12 crit on Marcus. I just checked. Now 12 isn't that high, but I don't really want to risk 12 crit on my best character. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal with Matthew and then rescue with Marcus, rather than try to fight the boss. I've already lost the character to a 22 hit. I don't really want to get crit randomly. Although, it might honestly be safer, because these guys... 14... I have 8. I'm gonna have to rescue. Oh, man. I could wait one more turn. I could do this. Oh, shoot. Okay, so last turn is the last turn. So if I do this, and then I move Marcus, like... here. And then this guy can probably kill Marcus. Yeah. But even if I do that... Is that safe? Probably not. Oh, do we just abandon this guiding ring? It's just, it's so unsafe, like, doing it anyway, basically. Like, even if I do kill the boss and he doesn't crit, these shamans are gonna move down. I guess their movement's pretty crappy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they'll definitely be able to hit me. And I can't use him. I have no vulneries, because why would I ever have vulneries? I don't think there's any safe way to do this. Actually, what do you do against the boss? I mean, I could also risk that crit. Oh, also, I didn't even realize. Also, both of my inventories are full, so I can't even steal anyways. I am a genius. Yeah, I can't even do this. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wow, this doesn't even work. Yeah, I accidentally... Alright, that's fine. We don't need to get it. It's alright. Hold on, there's no way, right? Because even if I go up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you have 6, right? So I could go... Nah, it's so unsafe. Alright, whatever. You know what? I don't know why I want this so desperately. We don't even need a guiding ring. All of my magic users are dead. I don't know why I'm trying to get this guiding ring. I mean, wait, hold on. So... What if I put Matthew on the stairs? He'll still be able to get attacked. What if I put Matthew here, actually? I mean, I can still do this. Ah, fuck it. What's the harm? Oh, no, he still has full inventory. God damn it. What am I doing? Okay, that's fine. We can figure that out next turn. So you just, like, go there and do that. I am a genius. Don't you ever forget that. Good crit. Kind of useless, but, you know, on the scale of most of the crits we've had, that one was fairly useful. Ooh, the Pegasus Knight's going this way. Okay, that's nice. Attack Osmond all you want. You're not going to dent that dude. Okay, so we could... So we could risk a crit to get the guiding ring. Oh my god, all these 5% crits. It's interesting that the Pegasus Knights are attacking Oswin over Elitwood. I mean, I know my Elitwood is bulky, but, like, he's not that bulky, right? Like... What's your movement? Okay, so I... Wait, oh no, I think... Hold on. I think we can actually do this still. So if we steal the guiding ring, and then we can... Because his full movement is to the boss. So if we go like this, we can retreat. Oh, we did it! We got the guiding ring. Heck yeah. So useful. I jumped through all those hoops just for that. Alright, we got there. I don't know that that was worth it, but we did it. What level is Elwood right now? 12, okay. I mean, Elowood does have 13 defense, but that's still not as much as Oswin, so I don't know why he wasn't attacking Oswin, but whatever. I'm also not sure why they give a bunch of... It's weird that they give Pegasus Knights steel weapons on this chapter, but they give all these, like, sword people slim swords. I don't know why. They're, like, so weak. Worth, of course, of course. Oh, of course, this is the guiding ring for Nino, obviously. The best character. Oh, man. The strongest character in the game, Nino. And Nino as a character boggles my mind. Like, at least Carla's promoted. I don't know what they were thinking with Nino. Oh, we got there. Oh, this next chapter is always a disaster for me. The Dread Isle. This is the Yuhai chapter. Oh no, get out of there, Layla. Oh no! We can watch this cutscene. Punishment for traitors is death. Wow, she didn't really stand much of a chance, huh? I like that. Okay, I've always found this weird. For some reason, they make Layla's sprite, as you can see, an assassin, but then when she actually like fights in combat, she's a thief. I don't know. Or is that like a lore? Now that I think about it, is that like a lore thing? Like, is it the idea that Layla is actually like a thief, like a spy, but she's like pretending to be an assassin, so on the outside she looks like an assassin, but then when she fights, she's still just a thief. That might be digging too far into it. I've always just found it interesting that they do that. I never thought about it that way. Whatever. The point is, she did. Kaya! I like that he's like taking a woman hostage is not something a noble warrior does, but he like just did that. So I guess he caught himself. I don't know. Okay, I'm